These are the pictures you've seen of January 6th. They're familiar because they've been playing on a loop on every media outlet in America for the last 2 years. There's a reason for that. But it turns out there's quite a bit of video you haven't seen, and that video tells a very different story about what happened on January 6th. More than 40,000 hours of surveillance footage from in and around the Capitol have been withheld from the public. And once you see the video, you'll understand why. Taken as a whole, the video record does not support the claim that January 6th was an insurrection. In fact, it demolishes that claim. And that's exactly why the Democratic Party and its allies in the media prevented you from seeing it. By controlling the images you were allowed to view from January 6th, they controlled how the public understood that day. They could lie about what happened, and you would never know the difference. Those lies had a purpose. They created a pretext for a federal crackdown on opponents of the Uniparty in Washington.
Our office wanted to ensure that there was shock and awe, that we could charge as many people as possible.
The first thing you notice from viewing the full video record of January 6th is just how many people entered the Capitol building that day. Hundreds and hundreds of people, possibly thousands, over the course of about 2 hours. The crowd was enormous. A small percentage of them were hooligans. They committed vandalism. You've seen their pictures again and again. But the overwhelming majority weren't. They were peaceful. They were orderly and meek. These were not insurrectionists. They were sightseers. Footage from inside the Capitol overturns the story you've heard about January 6th. Protesters queue up in neat little lines. They give each other tours outside the Speaker's office. They take cheerful selfies and they smile. They're not destroying the Capitol. They obviously revere the Capitol. They're there because they believe the election was stolen from them. They believe in the system. Here's the man you've heard referred to as the QAnon shaman outside the Senate chamber. These are not rioters. These are people who wandered over from a political rally.
We will not let them silence your voices.
After the rally, they walked down Pennsylvania Avenue, where organizers had secured a federal permit to hold a legal rally on the grounds of the Capitol.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
Once at the Capitol building, things began to get chaotic. Capitol police officers fired tear gas into the crowd. A few at the front of the herd broke windows. Someone opened the doors, and many hundreds of others just walked in.
We're going to make that the story.
Of course, they did make it the story. And at the center of it, the single most famous person arrested that day was a Navy veteran from Arizona called Jacob Chansley, often referred to as the QAnon shaman.
The so-called QAnon shaman. QAnon shaman.
Someone named Q Shaman.
Jacob Chansley became the face of January 6th, a dangerous conspiracy theorist dressed in outlandish costume who led the violent insurrection to overthrow American democracy. For these crimes, Chansley was sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison, far more time than many violent criminals now receive. What did Jacob Chansley do to receive this punishment? To this day, there is dispute over how Chansley got into the Capitol building. But according to our review of the internal surveillance video, it is very clear what happened once he got inside. Virtually every moment of his time inside the Capitol was caught on tape. The tapes show that Capitol Police never stopped Jacob Chansley. They helped him. They acted as his tour guides. Here's video of Chansley in the Senate chamber. Capitol Police officers take him to multiple entrances and even try to open locked doors for him. We counted at least 9 officers who were within touching distance of unarmed Jacob Chansley. Not one of them even tried to slow him down. Chansley understood that Capitol Police were his allies. Video shows him giving thanks for them in a prayer on the floor of the Senate. Watch.
Thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving the inspiration needed to these police officers to allow us in this building.
Contrast the reality of what Jacob Chansley did in the Capitol building on January 6th, the indisputable facts recorded on video, some of which has never before been seen, with the depiction of Jacob Chansley that you've seen in the media for more than 2 years. He's a terrorist, they said. He should be killed.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Like, you burst into the United States, if he was dressed like bin Laden, would you have shot him?
Shoot him. Shoot him. It makes you wonder, who are the violent extremists here? Not Jacob Chansley. And the video proves that. but you would never have known from the media coverage.
The people sitting in the chairs need to be sitting in a jail cell.
Chansley is in a jail cell. He's been there for months. If he was in fact committing such a grave crime, why didn't the officers who were standing right next to him place him under arrest? Until now, no one could even prove that even happened. But it did.
Yeah, got a new show for y'all. Got a damn good show, and welcome to the show. Today, we're going to be discussing about them damn documents they found in Biden's office, right? Yeah, man, them documents. Them classified documents. They trying to indict former President Donald Trump, 45th President of the United States. They trying to indict him over the exact same thing. Yeah. But they found classified documents in, I think, one of his homes. I forget what city. It was in the garage or something, right? In the garage, man. Yeah. Back from when he was vice president. Wow. Why would you keep something that long? Well, he is forgetful. He is deteriorating. Right before our eyes. He still had it going on upstairs. I don't think he's never had it going on upstairs. I can go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, however long he's been in office. Yeah. He says some of the stupidest things, especially about black folks. Well, some of it's kind of true. Like what? Hey, pull up the video. They have Democrats. They have a representative out of Georgia. No. Look at the excuse they're making for Biden. Yeah. They're not making this excuse for Trump. Yeah. Look at this excuse they're making for Biden when it comes to these classified documents. This dude is a highly qualified bootlicker. Well, he's a Democrat out of Georgia. He's been in Congress for how many years? Like 15, 16 years. He licking them boots, man. He licking them boots. He licking these damn bootlicker. Check it out.
My response to it all is that alleged classified documents showing up allegedly in the possession of Joseph Biden, there's so much that needs to be investigated, and that's what I call for, is for everything to be investigated. But I'm suspicious of the timing of it. I'm also aware of the fact that things can be planted on people. Places and things can be planted. Things can be planted in places and then discovered conveniently. That may be what has occurred here. I'm not ruling that out, but who the hell breaks in somebody's house, steals some classified documents from like 8-9 years ago, breaks in a house, puts it in a safe? Yeah, the president's house, one of his house, and we need to break in there and get these documents in his garage. If you call Trump a conspiracy theorist and you call us Republicans conspiracy theorists, what the hell we gonna call you, batshit crazy? Besides, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, the man who got 81 million votes, has already confirmed that the documents were found in his house. Yeah. It's not allegedly anymore. It's a proven fact. Yeah. Is he coming out saying somebody planted them? Why would you go out of your way to protect a man if he did something wrong? You have no obligation to protect somebody. I have no obligation to defend Trump when he does something wrong or says something that I don't approve of. Anybody that does that blindly has an allegiance to the people they vote for are bootlickers. I would never justify anything. I'm not in a position to justify whatever he does. Yeah. Why would you jump just on camera in front of Fox News and tell everybody, I think it was planted? I just don't get why people anymore don't admit, hey, I was wrong, I shouldn't have did it, or this is why it happened, I forgot, or this happened. Yeah. Admit that you was wrong, move forward. But you have people like this that blindly follow their leaders, their bosses, the people that they might agree with from time to time, or agree with a majority of the time. You justifying documents already been found, already been confirmed by the United States president. Yeah, but this dude's been in Congress for like 15 years, and and Herschel Walker, he lost the race in Georgia. You can see why. Yeah. You got people like this in office making stupid accusations like this. Yeah. Yeah, you can see why. He's a conspiracy theorist. You can see why Herschel lost. There's some stupid people in Georgia. No, don't call them stupid. They're ignorant. Ignorant? Yeah, they're ignorant. They don't have the information. Now, if they lack the mental capacity to make a rational decision, they're stupid. With some of that's going around, too.
A whole lot of that going around. Never underestimate the stupidity in this country.
Yeah.
While we losing elections. There's a lot of stupid people.
A lot of stupid people on the right, too. You know why? Because a lot of these people complaining that the elections are being stolen, they're not even going out and voting. It works both ways. You got stupid people voting for stupid people like this.
Yeah.
Then you got stupid Republicans staying home. Oh, they're just going to steal it anyway.
You know what's crazy? Republicans actually discouraged their own constituency to vote by telling, you take away their incentive to vote by talking about election fraud and elections are being stolen. Okay, I understand that. But, man, you got to...
You're doing more harm than good.
Yeah, and then you tell them to only vote on one day, election day, when the Democrats are voting every day.
Yeah.
And then we came out with this whole abortion issue, which galvanized Democrats to go out and vote.
Yeah.
And then we're shocked that we lose.
Yeah. And we lost by this much. Of all the stupid people that's on the right that didn't go out and vote, you sitting back complaining, and to all the representatives that was running for office, all the Republicans that didn't put that abortion issue to bed and come out with something that both parties can live with, that's the reason why we lost. Not because our elections are being stolen. It's because, that stupidity goes both ways.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I mean, I think we're smart on the right.
Yeah.
But we still do stupid shit all the time. Another damn good show.
That was another one, man.
That was another one in the book.
That was a damn good show, man.